Let's say you want to build a new deck in Back 4 Blood and you're like, okay, I want money grubbers. Well, you look and you don't have money grubbers when you type it in. Okay, well, what about Mad Dash? I heard that's a good card. It can move real fast, right? But you don't have Mad Dash. Well, if you don't have the cards unlocked, you got to go unlock them, right? So then you go on over to your menu here and you go to the supply lines and you'll have 3 rows, but you don't know which one you got to pick. Well, don't worry. I got you covered today. This is something that y'all have been asking for a long time, and I'm going to tell you every single location of every single card, courtesy of this awesome spreadsheet here put together by a lot of people. Oh, hey, I'm actually on here. Cool. Anyway, put together by a lot of people. So thank you everybody on this list and everybody on the subreddit who's all contributed to putting this stuff together, because this is an excellent tool for the community. If you take a look here, you have a bunch of tabs on top of this Google spreadsheet here, and I'll have a link for this in the description. And if you ever want to know where a certain card is, all you need to do is go to the supply lines thing here and then type in Control F, because that's how you search things. If you're a student, you know this stuff. This is how you find keywords when you're researching things. Control F into your browser. And then let's say I want to find money grubbers. So I'll type in money grubbers. And what you'll see here is it highlights money grubbers. So this means it is in the first row. So you know there's like 1, 2, 3 on the rows. Well, the orange one is the top row, the blue one is the middle row, and the green ones is the bottom row. So this means that money grubbers is in the top row, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You go through 5 refreshes of the top row, and that's when you're finally going to see money grubbers show up. And then don't worry, I know there's going to be a lot of cards that you guys are probably already interested in. So I went ahead and searched a bunch of them for you, so I'll just read them off to you. But let's go ahead and take a look at what else is in this here. You can have card images for every single thing here. There's a giant list of what all the different cards do in case you're really curious as to what exactly they all do. And you will get a ton of information for not only PvE, but also for the swarm variants too. Because if you take a look here right at the top, admin reload and adrenaline fueled and yada yada yada, some of these cards change based off of if they're in PvE or PvP, so they have that documented here as well. And they have character card images, they have corruption card images, they have all the different trophies, so you know what you got to do to get the trophies. Card helper, don't really know what this, but this is in here. You can build your own decks in here, and again, the credit page. So again, this link will be in the description, but allow me to go ahead and read off some of the ones that I know you guys are curious about, okay? So let's start from the top row here. Down in front is in the top row, and that is going to be on the 4th refresh. Same with double grenade pouch. That is also going to be on the 4th refresh of the top row. Money grubbers, like you just saw, is in the 5th refresh of the top row, but also silver bullets is in the 5th refresh of the top row. If you're looking for Bomb Squad is going to be in the 8th refresh of the top row. And now on to some important cards from the middle row here. Motorcycle helmet, I think, is one that a lot of people like, and that is going to be in the 5th refresh of the middle row. But not only is that card in the 5th refresh, we also have Broadside, hey, somebody followed, and then also Combat Medic are all in the 5th refresh of the middle row. Another card you might like from the middle row is going to be called Pyro, and that's going to be on the 8th refresh. And the 2 most important cards out of the middle row, in my opinion, include Experienced EMT, which is going to be on the 10th refresh, but then also Medical Professional is also on the 10th refresh in the middle row. So these are critical cards for dock players in Nightmare. You really got to grind through that middle row to get it, but that's where they are. And now on to some bottom row cards that I think you guys might like. If you take a look at Fleet of Foot, that's going to be in the 3rd refresh of the bottom row, but also Breakout is going to be in the 3rd refresh of the bottom row. Mean Drunk is going to be in the 6th refresh of the bottom row. And then Meth Head here is going to be in the 7th refresh of the bottom row, but also so is Shredder. That is also in the 7th refresh of the bottom row. And then a couple of cards in the 8th refresh of the bottom row include Run Like Hell, but then another card a lot of people like that is called Power Swap. That is also in the 8th refresh. Hyper Focused here, which is a great card for almost every build, is in the 9th refresh of the bottom row. But then also, if you want to get into testing things for yourself, that's where Knowledge is Power is at. That's in the 9th refresh of the bottom row. And then finally here, in terms of cards that I think most people are going to be interested in, let's take a look at Mad Dash, and that is in the 13th refresh of the bottom row. So there's like 150 to 160 cards in this game right now. So if you're curious as to where things are, I encourage you to go ahead and go on back to this awesome spreadsheet that everybody put together. And again, just go to supply lines, type in Control F on your keyboard, and you'll get a little search menu. This should work on any browser. and then just type in whatever you like. So mag coupler was one that was on the screen just now, and that's actually pretty early. It's 1, 2, 3, 4 down in the top row. And build to your heart's content. Like quick kill is another one that I think people might like if they're running a laser beams build that is also in the top row. And it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 down. And you can do this with anything. Glass cannon is one after that. That's 7 down in the top row. Have fun. Oh yeah, look at Face Your Fears, Needs of the Many. There's a bunch of good cards here in this top row. Holy man. So link will be in the description. Like I said, I'll throw it in the top comment as well, just to make sure it's really, really easy to see. And they also, I should include, they also have cards here that are not out of the supply lines here. So if you're wondering where Berserker is, well, it's up here because you got to get melee kills. You don't sit here and unlock it in the supply lines. And it says how many supply points you need per area here. So for the top row, the middle row, and the bottom row, it says how many supply points you need. The strip is the first one you get, so that only costs 115. All sorts of cool stuff here. So go ahead, check it out, enjoy it. You don't have to ask me where things are anymore because there's a giant resource here for you, put together by a bunch of amazing people. This one in particular seems to be put together by Spiky Roxas. Hopefully I said that right. And then as well as all these other people here. So hope this is useful. We do viewer games almost every single night on twitch.tv/SwingPoynt. And link will be in the description and also the top comment. If you found this video helpful or you want to see more Back 4 Blood stuff from me, I have a bunch of stuff on the channel for Back 4 Blood. Please consider subscribing. And with that, thank you guys so much. You guys are the best, and I'll see you in the next video that we do around here.